Hello everyone, welcome back to Mix Plus TV. Hope you're having a great day. Some time ago, Audified sent me a bunch of new plugins for me to try. And one in particular caught my attention. It's called Tone Spot Bass Pro. So let's try it together. If you like the channel, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, like button, check the info box down below for all our links. My mixing courses, a new one is coming up, and if you want to support the channel, we have a Patreon and some t-shirts down below. Let's get to the video. Audified sent me a bunch of their new plugins for me to try. This one is called Tone Spot Bass Pro, and it comes in two versions. So you see in the screen the big one with all the controls and the simplified version below, the Tone Spot Express. This is the first time I really tried, so we're gonna test it together and see how it performs. I'm going to test, of course, the Pro version because it has all the controls, so we can tweak, we can check every section independently and see what they do. So what this plugin is, basically is a bass specific plugin. And for my very first test, it sounds pretty good. And I love Audified stuff. So let's take a look. We have several bass tracks, so we're gonna try it on different kind of basses that I have here. So let me isolate this one clip here, and let's start with taking a look at the front panel. Channel, left, right, input, auto gain, compensation, which is good, output, power. The first section is type. We have vintage, neutral, and modern. So this is the bass without anything on it. Now let's unbypass with factory settings. It's pretty similar, so let's start with the first module here, the type, character, vintage, neutral, and modern. I like modern a lot. Let's see, going back to neutral, what the growth, scoop, and lo-fi do. Nice to cut through the mix, this one. Really nice. The scoop, it really makes the low end deep and big. Some sort of a kind of saturation, different EQ with the lo-fi. The SBG is a sub generator, and I really like, it's really clean. Yeah, that alone is pretty impressive. It really adds a nice clean low end to it. And the cutoff frequencies, of course, where you want to cut the sub generator. Definitely nice. So let's keep going. We have a saturation model. Let me take the scoop away. It's very subtle unless you click the boost. Probably more noticeable in a cleaner bass. So we have then a basically EQ section where instead of you have two frequency choices for each band. So we have a low cut, which is always useful on bass, wait, thump, which 360 could be useful on some bass to boost, most likely to cut it a little bit. Body. I like the EQ. It sounds very natural, I would say. Probably a wide bell, which is preferable. I'm very happy to see basically two bands that focus in the high and high mid range. Actually, three if you count. There's an air that start at 2.2K, I think, because very often the high end and the mid range, the high mid range on bass is something that is overlooked by many. It's all about that, especially if you want a big lowy bass, deep subs. You need to dial in perfectly the amount of air and high mid range so that the bass is intelligible. I like to see these many choices here. So cut through, fret noise, and air. Love the air. Sounds really nice. And I know for my taste, I would probably like the modern type. It's very easy to change the tone of the bass, which I love, almost like changing amps. But the low end remains very solid no matter what. That says something. These SBG is really useful. Now the modern in combination with scoop is a little too much scooped, but either one of the two, it's really the kind of bass sound, especially for rock, that I like. So we have a compressor then. Let's try that one. A surgery, which is additional EQ, and this is either for, I would say, for boosting a specific low end frequency, like a fundamental or something, or cutting, because we have an IQ function here, which can be used to remove, like notch out a specific resonant frequency. Really nice. Let's try to boost something. The good thing about this surgery section here, if basically these two frequencies go from 10K down to 20, so you can really fine tune it. Really nice. We have another comp, another compressor. The first one's called Punch, the second is called Smash. Probably they have attack time, different attack and release time. actually works really well. So I'm just not going to use the compressors for now and just keep going with this. I will put back the surgery to 0 because I want to try these effects sections. So we have an octaver, auto-wah, and modulation. So we have 2 octaves, up, down, and both. I know it works better on different kind of basses. This one is like really noisy and it has a lot of frets, like string clanging against the frets. I tried it briefly on another bass. We'll probably try it again. In this bass, it's not particularly useful, but it's definitely useful on some other kind of basses. Auto-wah. I like how the controls have a very wide range, so you can really just add a little bit of effect if you want. We also have modulation, chorus, flanger, and phaser. Now I'm using this in mono, but you can use it in mono to stereo, I think. Phaser is really nice. The modulation, probably you want to open it maybe on a stereo track. It would have a bigger impact, better results. Finalizer, we have an enhancer, fat, tight, smooth. Yeah, definitely sounds great. Especially, I'm a big fan of this sub generator that they have. The equalizer is tailored very well for basses. So I would say we can try this one on different basses because I have more. So let me find them really quick. So this would be the other bass. So we can try here and we can scroll some presets to see how it performs. Overall, I like this one. I'm a big fan of these SBG, as I said, and modern tone. Just that alone changes a lot the tone of the bass. Express on this one. Really nice air boost here. Let's go into some extreme cinematic metal hybrid. Yeah, it's definitely sounding good and quick and easy, especially the Express version, to get an effect or a sound. What I'm noticing the trend is it really adds deep low end, clean deep low end, which is not easy. So thumbs up for Audified ToneSpot Bass Pro. Thank to Audified for sending me these to try. And this is it. This is going to be just a short video. I really wanted just to try these new plugins with you guys. Let me know what you think in the comment down below. Leave a like if you like the video. Follow MixBuzz TV on Facebook and Instagram. Check the info box down below for all links, my mixing courses. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time.